What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to maintain and nurture a professional networking relationship with someone so that if opportunities do come up in the future, they keep you on top of mind, whether it's job hunting, whether it's a speaking gig, whether it's a client you're trying to book, whatever it is. I'm going to show you how to nurture that relationship so that when those opportunities do come up, they think of you. Alright, so for the sake of example, let's say you met this guy. His name is Max. Yeah. You attended a marketing conference. You met Max. He's a great guy. He loves coffee, and on his spare time, he's part of a water polo club. Water polo club. So the question is, after the conference is over, how do you maintain and nurture a relationship with Max in case any future opportunities pop up? Well, let's start off with this. How often should you keep in touch with Max after, let's say, that conference you met him at? I'd recommend you reach out to them once every 2 weeks for the first month, and then the months afterwards, you reach out to him maybe once a month and just keep it to once a month. Because if you reach out to them like every 2 weeks, every day for 5 years, it gets a little creepy, and I don't want you to be creepy. So don't do that. Okay, so one thing you want to keep in mind, and when I say follow up with them once every 2 weeks for the first month and then once a month after that, it really depends on your relationship with the person. So let's say Max in this case, you guys kick it off, you guys are homies, you guys are best friends, you're just exchanging like Instagram handles and everything. In that case, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be okay to follow up once every 2 days or so, right? But let's say Max is kind of reserved and you're not really close with the guy and he's just a nice person to know, right? Those are the people that I'd recommend you follow up once every 2 weeks for the first month, and then from there on, just once a month. Now that we know like how often to reach out to Max, what do we exactly say in the messaging for Max so that he is like, oh, cool, what's up? How are you? Oh my gosh, blah, 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 right? What are some ways we can go around that? Well, the best way to nurture a relationship with someone is to give value, add value to them, help them out in some way, right? You probably heard about it before. Give value, networking 101, give value, give value, give value. But here's the thing, I'm actually like annoyed at that piece of advice, and the reason why is because a lot of people will tell you to nurture a professional networking relationship, you must always give value, right? But they never go into the nitty-gritty of how to give value. So let me break down 4 ways that you can give value to Max so that you can help him out, and then again, when future opportunities sort of pop up, he thinks of you and he's more than willing to help you out in return. So the first way that you can give value to someone is to give them your expertise. Meaning, let's say you got in a conversation with Max at that marketing conference, and then you found out he's trying to start his own water polo club. Okay, sure, let's go with that, water polo. So he's trying to start his own water polo club. One great way to give value is to give him your expertise. So for example, let's say you actually created your own water polo club. What you might want to do is send them a quick email, send them a quick LinkedIn message, a quick voice note, giving them some tips on how to start a water polo club. By the way, it's so hot in here. Like, this can be as simple as a quick email being like, hey Max, by the way, I remember you talked about starting your own water polo club. Here are 5 points that I personally learned through my experience of creating my own water polo club. I think this would be helpful for you. Let me know if you want to talk further. Again, that gives them value. That'll help out Max, and he'll be more than grateful for your advice. The next way to give value to someone is to give them your time. So, let's say Max is trying to start their own water polo club or whatever it is Max is trying to do. I never played water polo, just a disclaimer. But let's say Max is trying to start his own water polo club. What you might want to do is actually volunteer your time to help out Max start this water polo club. This can be anything like, oh, hey Max, I remember you're trying to start a water polo club. Do you need any volunteers to help you out and organize this event that you're trying to put together? I can commit maybe an hour a week if that's something you're comfortable with. So again, a great way to give value to someone is to give them your time. Number 3, how to give value to someone, and that is provide them resources. And when I say resources, I mean, courses, articles, helpful training videos, services, whatever it is, resources. So this can sound something like, hey Max, I remember you're trying to start a water polo club. Here's an article I read online that goes over the 5 mistakes most water polo club creators make when they first create their first water polo club. You're sending them resources, an article, a video, a course, whatever it is. It's a great way to add value to someone. And the last way to add value to someone is to connect them with other people. So let's say you don't have resources, you don't want to commit the time, and you're dumb, so you don't have advice to give out, right? You're not dumb. So how else can you go about this? And that is, you can actually connect them with someone who maybe started their own water polo club and they were very successful at it. This can sound anything like, hey Max, I noticed you're trying to start a water polo club. My friend Patrick over here, he's actually started his own water polo club and he's an Olympic athlete when it comes to water polo. Max, would you be comfortable if I can connect you with them? I feel like you guys can get along really, really well. But here are some other ways or excuses that you can use to help you nurture that relationship so that they don't necessarily forget about you. This is one I call special moments. So for example, let's say Max, after the conference, 2 weeks later, you find out that, oh my gosh, he got promoted to a new job or something, or he got promoted to management, whatever it is, right? You can send them a quick message being like, hey Max, just wanted to say congratulations on your new promotion. I'm sure you're very happy. Just thinking about you. Congrats, right? Simple thing like that. It's very easy to do, and it'll help keep you on top of Max's mind. If your name is Max, I'm sorry. Another way to make sure they keep you top of mind is to engage with their content. So let's say Max posts a lot of LinkedIn articles and Instagram stories and TikTok dance videos, whatever. I don't know why Max would make TikTok dance videos, cause yeah. But engaging with their content is a great way to keep yourself on top of mind when it comes to a network of people that you want to maintain. So in this case, let's say Max posted an Instagram story. You can leave a quick comment on the Instagram story saying something like, hey Max, that was actually a really cool video you posted. I love that. My kids are also blah blah blah, whatever, right? If you have kids. I don't have kids. Or maybe Max wrote a LinkedIn article and you took the time to read the LinkedIn article and leave a thoughtful comment in the comment section that shows Max that, hey, wow, this person over here is actually very invested in what I'm trying to do. I really appreciate them. Another quick way to nurture a relationship with someone is after you meet them for the first time. So in this case, Max at the marketing conference, what you might want to ask them is, hey Max, it was great to meet you. By the way, are you okay if maybe I can keep you in the loop with my journey, maybe through a quick email or a LinkedIn message, once every 2 weeks or so? Is that something you're comfortable with? Especially if they are someone who gave you a lot of advice and expertise. This is a great way to go about it. And if you're a student, this is the perfect excuse that you can use to basically reach out to someone so that they don't forget about you. So this can be anything like, let's say 2 weeks pass from the conference, you send Max a quick email being like, hey Max, by the way, during the conference you gave me this tip, this tip, this tip. I actually executed on all these tips and this is what I've got. Thanks again for the tip, Max. I really, really appreciate it. So keep them in the loop with your journey. The next one is called quick question, and this can be a simple quick question you have for the other person. You might want to send them a quick message saying something like, hey Max, by the way, what do you think about this? Just a quick question, a quick question. Yeah, it's very self-explanatory. Just send them a quick question, maybe once every 2 weeks or so for the first month, and after that, maybe a quick question once a month. And there you have it, a bunch of ways to maintain and nurture a professional networking relationship. Let's go over them really quickly one by one. So first is give value, and the best way to give value is give them your time, your expertise, your connections, or give them resources. I almost forgot that one. Other great ways to maintain a professional networking relationship is to celebrate special moments with them, engage with their content, keep them in the loop with your journey and send them a quick question, you know, once every 2 weeks or so, or whatever it is. Now, here's a really quick hack that you might want to use when it comes to keeping track of all these different relationships and all these different people you're meeting at networking events and everything. I'd recommend when you meet someone, let's say for a coffee chat, after the coffee chat is done, make a couple of notes on what you guys talked about, and then go on your Google Calendar and mark literally 2 weeks from then, giving yourself a reminder to follow up with this person about, and then you insert the topics and notes in that event reminder. That way you don't forget to follow up, and plus those notes will help to remind you what you talked about and what you need to mention. And there you have it. How to maintain and nurture a professional networking relationship with someone. Hope this helps. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram here at Alifios, of course on LinkedIn right over here, and of course be sure to hit the subscribe button because please do that. Just please do that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out, y'all.